Imagine buying a brand new car today, only for it to become worthless 10 years later because a tiny plastic sensor failed. Now look at this 1941 Cadillac. No computers, no software, no microchips. It survived World War II, decades of neglect, and nearly 80 years of history. Yet with a single turn of a mechanical key, it still roars to life. So here's the question. How did engineers armed with nothing but blueprints and slide rules build machines that can outlive generations, while many modern vehicles struggle to survive a fraction of that time? Today, we're uncovering the forgotten secrets of 1940s automotive engineering, from overbuilt cast iron engines to wartime innovations that created some of the most durable machines ever put on the road. And what you'll discover might completely change the way you think about modern cars. To understand why these machines refuse to die, we have to look at how they were built. Today, engineers use powerful computer simulations to calculate exactly how much strength a part needs. But in the 1940s, there were no computers, no digital models, and no advanced software. Engineers relied on blueprints, slide rules, and experience. Because they couldn't predict every possible failure, they built with generous safety margins. Components were often heavier, stronger, and more durable than strictly necessary. Reliability came first. This was an era of thick steel, cast iron engines, and solid metal construction. These cars were designed to handle rough roads, harsh conditions, and years of hard use. Buying a car wasn't just purchasing transportation, it was investing in a machine built to last. Then came World War II. By 1942, civilian automobile production in the United States had largely stopped as factories were transformed into the arsenal of democracy. Automakers shifted from building family cars to producing bombers, tanks, military trucks, and other wartime equipment. Working alongside military engineers pushed manufacturing, metallurgy, and large-scale production to new levels. When the war ended, that experience returned with them. The post-war cars that rolled out of Detroit benefited from years of hard-earned engineering knowledge, helping create some of the most durable and respected vehicles of their era. This shift pushed automotive engineers to work alongside military scientists and aircraft designers. During the war, reliability became the highest priority. Engineers advanced metallurgy, precision manufacturing, cooling systems, and vehicle durability under some of the harshest conditions imaginable. When the war ended in 1945, that knowledge returned to the automotive industry. The cars built in the late 1940s benefited from years of wartime innovation, featuring stronger engines, improved suspensions, and more durable components designed to handle demanding real-world conditions. Even the wartime blackout cars, built with little or no chrome, reflected a new philosophy: function over appearance. The war had pushed automotive engineering to its limits, creating vehicles that prioritize strength, durability, and reliability above all else. And if you think that's just nostalgia, wait until you see what happens when some of these machines sit abandoned for decades, only to come back to life with surprisingly little effort. To understand why, we need to look at the heart of these cars: their engines. Take the legendary Ford Flathead V8 or Chevrolet's rugged inline-six. These engines weren't complicated, they were simple, tough, and built to last. With no computers, no sensors, and no electronic controls, they relied purely on mechanical engineering. Fuel came through a carburetor, timing was handled mechanically, and every component was designed with durability in mind. This simplicity made many of these engines remarkably durable. With low compression ratios, cast iron construction, and very few components to fail, they could tolerate harsh conditions and lower quality fuel far better than most modern engines. That's why barn-find stories continue to fascinate enthusiasts today. Time and again, forgotten cars sit untouched for decades in dusty sheds and abandoned garages, only to roar back to life after some basic maintenance and fresh fuel. No diagnostic computers, no software updates, just straightforward mechanical engineering doing exactly what it was designed to do. But that raises an important question. If machines built more than 80 years ago can still run today, why don't we see the same level of longevity in many modern vehicles? The answer lies in how the automotive industry itself changed over time. The contrast between many classic cars and modern vehicles reflects more than just changing technology, it reflects changing priorities. In the 1940s, automakers built their reputation on durability. A car that could survive years of hard use became a powerful advertisement for the brand itself. As the decades passed, the industry faced new demands. Safety regulations, emission standards, fuel efficiency targets, consumer expectations, and cost pressures all began shaping how cars were designed. The result was vehicles that became lighter, more efficient, and far more advanced, but often more complex as well. Modern cars deliver incredible performance, comfort, and safety, yet that complexity can make repairs more expensive. Components that were once simple and repairable are now frequently integrated into larger systems, turning small failures into costly replacements. The question is no longer whether modern cars are better; they clearly excel in many areas. The real question is whether, in the pursuit of innovation, the industry sacrificed some of the simplicity and long-term durability that made so many classic machines legendary. Modern cars are remarkable achievements of engineering. They are safer, faster, more efficient, and more technologically advanced than anything imagined in the 1940s. But in the pursuit of innovation, something may have been left behind: simplicity. The engineers of the 1940s didn't have computers, advanced software, or digital design tools. What they did have was a commitment to durability, repairability, and building machines that could endure decades of use. And that may be the greatest lesson these classic cars still teach us today. True engineering isn't measured only by speed, efficiency, or technology. It's measured by how well a machine stands the test of time. Nearly 80 years later, many of these vintage automobiles are still running, still driving, and still inspiring admiration. In a world obsessed with the next upgrade, they remain a powerful reminder that sometimes the most impressive technology is the technology that simply refuses to quit. But now I want to hear from you. In an emergency, would you trust a modern high-tech car or a 1940s classic to get you across the country? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe for more automotive history, and I'll see you in the next one.